Howdy folks, Dr. Jeff Camarda. It is Thursday, June 11th, and holy cow, what a drop on the Dow. I don't often say this, but today stocks plunged by nearly 2,000 points on the Dow. Every major index down significantly, pretty much every stock, I think, down, and obviously I've been expecting this for some time. Sadly, I think it really is just the beginning. So I'm going to spend much of the video talking about my expectations and what's going on in the world. And the first thing is, there's kind of been a sense that we've been living with COVID now for, 3 months, that gee whiz, enough already, I'm tired of it, and the human brain kind of thinks that because it wants it to go away, it has. It hasn't. This disease will continue to circulate and ravage the world at least for a year, if not longer, and that really depends on how effective or how quickly we're able to develop an effective vaccine. And most of the world it has been suffering so dramatically economically that we're opening up our markets and just acting as if the virus isn't here. And that, in my opinion, is going to result in a very tragic second wave. It already appears to be happening in many other countries, and the United States cases are increasing, and I think the political will really, not just here, but around the world, because you face it, economic activity, it's a hard trade-off, right? Economic activity chills, and people suffer and go hungry, and the wheels of commerce grind to a halt, and there are very, tragic consequences to that too. So I think the political will is really, virus be damned, we're open for business. And the sad end game for that, though, beyond the health carnage and people, getting sick and dying, and some of these are really bad. It was like a lung transplant that was required for COVID, I saw in the paper today. But the economic consequences, I think, are going to be even worse. People are going to stop. They're going to get sick. They're going to go out. They're going to be scared, So this is going to be with us for a while, and my sad expectation is that the stock market, which has really just been smoking crack, in my view, for a month and a half now, and believing in this V-shaped recovery, which just isn't going to happen. Again, I said some time ago, I expect kind of a lumpy L down and then bouncing down on the L for a while. Not a U, certainly not a V. And as that reality seeps into the market, I think we'll see things go slower. So again, very happy to have a large cash position personally and for our clients. So short of it is, I think this is really just the beginning. And usually when something like this happens, I think we're going to go far lower faster for those. So for those of you that are non-clients and take whatever counsel you do from these videos, take heed. I think this is really just the beginning. I'm going to pause the video now because I need to get some information for part 2 of my announcement. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Okay, folks, I'm back. Sorry about that. You probably didn't notice I was gone for a while, but with the pause button, it's not that interruptive. But anyway, I'm going to look at this other monitor so I can read this to you. But this is an announcement of what I think is a very important wealth education class that I'd really, really like you to spend maybe half an hour on and pass the word out to your friends and relatives, coworkers, or whatever. This is not salesy. It's really just some solid information. I'm going to read you from the email that'll be going out to all clients soon. And you know that estate planning is really, really important, not only to avoid taxes, but to make sure that your money is protected for your kids and grandkids for the long term. And as the Taxmaster team has done reviews with some of you, we found that many cases where planning is incomplete or includes dangerous and costly mistakes, and one of these came up actually this week, which is what kind of prompted this message. Now, these problems are cheap and really easy to fix if you know how, but could result in huge losses and family misery if you don't. So please, please let us show you how to fix it. This is the Tax Master sponsored wealth education class that I'll be teaching. So please, please come to my class. I'll make it fun, easy, and entertaining. And please spend about half an hour on this. You'll be glad you did. I can virtually assure you that. You can watch it from the comfort of your computer or your smartphone or even your smart TV. There'll be registration details in the email that we send out. And again, please pass this on to your family and friends, even if they will never have any interest in working with the Tax Master team. I think they'll find the education invaluable in directing their own advisors, attorneys, or whatever. So this valuable class is going to be offered at 2 different times, and you can pause this video yourself if you want to go write that down. And those times will be Tuesday, June 23rd, about 10 days from today, June 23rd at 10 a.m. Eastern and 6 a.m. Eastern. Again, Tuesday, June 23rd, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Again, to register, you can have to register in order to get the access code so you can get in there, but it's simple and easy. Just click on the link in the email, and that'll take you right to a very simple registration screen. This is what we'll be focusing on, okay? Why you need a living trust, what should be in the living trust, beneficiary do's and don'ts, how to completely avoid estate tax and exorbitant probate fees. That's Coco growling over my shoulder. I'm sorry. How to completely avoid estate tax and, I already read that, and exorbitant probate fees. Updating trusts to cash in on the new Secure Act tax breaks. That's brand new. And if you haven't updated for the Secure Act, which passed late last year, you really need to watch just to find out about that. How to protect spouses' retirements and children's inheritances. Handling multiple marriage situations for those of you that are in that boat, and using trusts to better control the outcome, and how to best coordinate estate and asset protection for overall effortless wealth management. This is written and will be presented by me, Dr. Jeff Camarda, and I think you'll find it extremely illuminating. Please, please watch for the email, for the link, spend a little bit of time with us. Now back, unfortunately, to the disaster where the stock markets are. And again, this is really, when we see this kind of volatility, just a precipitous drop, and really sparked just by, by Powell's comments yesterday and some of the newly emerging virus data. But when we see this kind of a drop, it often is a harbinger of much worse drops to come. So be aware, and we sit as an early, back when I was a stockbroker, a fellow by the name of Vladimir, I won't mention his last name, but I was a young pup in my 20s, a New York stockbroker, and he would say with a Russian accent, "There you sit, like capitalist spider, just waiting." And thanks, by the way, Vlad. I still remember you fondly. Of course, he said that with affection, but sadly, that's the boat we're in now, is looking to take advantage of market activity and profit from this, and I am convinced that we'll make an awful lot of money off this tragedy, and that's, certainly wish the tragedy wasn't here, but we expect rougher seas ahead, and we're not certainly jumping out of the boat until the time looks opportune. Well, certainly I've droned on once again far too long. Thank you so much for finishing the video. Until tomorrow, Friday. Be at peace, be prosperous, be prayerful, and be kind to one another. Till tomorrow, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.